watching over every dollar that we spend to make sure that it's spent wisely. I don't think it's right to waste other people's money.
What is the cost for just July? Is that something we could skip this year in the name of cost saving and just leave up the November decor?
One's Christmas.
Just for this year?
Yeah,
I don't know how much is set aside for July.
I don't know. In fact, I would like to double it. So, in a way, I guess, we all have dues that we have to pay, and to me, I guess it's just really important that the HOA is really careful with the money, that they spend it wisely, that they spend it frugally, and do things to help the community without, causing additional burden on people. So,
you guys, we can't have all of our parties and decorations all year long. We just can't, and I'm here to tell you that that's just not going to work. We don't have the money for that.
I don't think we can.
I disagree. Most of the board members are very frugal. They're not wasters. They're not out there just blowing people's money. That's not what's happening.
So I will tell you that for seasonal decor, a majority of your cost for your seasonal decor is actually the labor to install them.
Right.
It's not for the actual materials. It's for the labor.
Right.
My neighborhood has block parties every year.
I know all my neighbors, we have block parties, and then Providence itself has huge events. You get to meet people, and everything is so friendly.
We don't need to be entertained. We live in Las Vegas, for heaven's sake.
Right,
No.
that's where I disagree.
No.
We're not in a money crisis.
No, we're
No,
not.
we're not.
We've been very responsible financially, but this is something that has to be done.
Very detail-oriented and understanding where every penny goes for my operation. And I would do the same for the HOA, make sure that every penny is accounted for and nothing's wasted.
The status of the loan, what's the amount of the loan? Because I looked at the minutes, and the minutes doesn't say what the amount of the loan. And I think that's a huge issue. If we're talking, I think, $1 million loan, anybody know the amount of the loan?
The loan has not been finalized.
I've seen anything come out that said what the amount of the loan is. And I've asked Larry, and he couldn't tell me what it was.
That's because it's not finalized, sir. If we end up not needing the loan, then it wouldn't be anything there.
We have two needs that are urgent: irrigation and the park.
Those are paid for already.
With borrowed money.
No.
Yes.
No.
The board took out on.
The association has not drawn on the.
But they plan to.
Correct.
Do you know how to manage your budget?
Well,
Listen, do you know how to manage your budget?
that's what I'm trying to do. But
Okay.
You guys want to go to Disney?
No. Just as Steve, as the rest, we've all been saying, just because the dollars are budgeted doesn't mean we have to spend them.
That number is fluid. It can be adjusted. It's a budget.
We don't need to be entertained. We live in Las Vegas, for heaven's sake.
Right,
No.
that's where I disagree.
No.
It's important. I think coming to the board, it's important that your goal is simply to take good care, be good stewards of the association's money. No one on the board currently has an agenda, which is what you want to see on a group like this. We're looking out for the best interests of the community, making financial decisions which affect everybody.
In order to reduce the dues, you're going to have to take away major things that exist in the community. And I'm not in favor of that, not even a little. I'm not in favor of it, not even a little.
And I'm not in favor
No, neither am I.
In saving money, you're not in favor
I'm
of saving money.
I'm not in favor of reverse the due back to $180. No, it's back to $150.
Yeah, the reserve is not low. The reserve has been deemed adequately funded by the board of directors at this time.
We need to be a lot more engaged and encourage expression of differing opinions and not just be a rubber stamp. That is critical. We shouldn't always agree. We should always come to a consensus and support whatever decision is made, but it's really healthy to have different viewpoints expressed.
And part of what makes it that way, a big part of what makes it that way, is the lifestyle activities, the decorations, all of those things that make us feel like we're different than the rest of Las Vegas. And so I don't want any of those things to go away or to be micromanaged down to pennies.
Yeah, we can't really hold the community for every decision we make.
Unlike the federal government, your budget is fluid in regards to the funds.
It's due, and a goal would be to make more events to appeal to some people. Maybe there's somebody sitting at home like, oh, I don't like that event. I don't like that event. Well, what do they like? Let's get more people involved, have more fun for everyone.
If you don't vote, then you can't complain, but that's not the case. Everybody still complains, even though they don't vote. All the events here at Providence, the Social Lifestyle Committee, their main focus for all their events is to create an experience for the attendees.
Right.
We don't take any of this lightly. We're all volunteers. We've all got financial backgrounds, and we all have homes that we budget. And we don't go approach any of this willy-nilly.
But now that we moved out here to Providence, I love it because I know all my neighbors, we have block parties, and then Providence itself has huge events. You get to meet people, and everything is so friendly, and I love living here.
The residents' view from a majority of the community has been, we would rather pay for an experience at an event than just to have an event that has nothing.
And you're right, there are differences of opinion. You mentioned people haven't been heard. I know what that means, but at the same time, I don't quite know what that means.
We hear the complaints of some of the residents.
And the few homeowners, and it is few, that are yelling right now are the loud majority, but they are not the silent majority.
And like I said, being good stewards of association money is our most important role.
Well, there's no legal requirement to fully refund the reserves, so they need to be adequately funded is how the law reads.
I know, and now we're paying for you not. I know there's no legal reason. There's no legal requirement. You keep telling us that because that's how you're saving face. But then an emergency comes up and now we're paying for it. So it should have been funded properly.
The reserve, but we need to build it up though. Our reserve is very low.
I know.
And that's the reason why the do is we increase.
Now our reserve funds, Providence reserve funds currently are $745,388, which is 66.9% funded. Just a side note, starting in January, we're contributing $43,000 a month to our reserves to get the work we want them to be.
But you are comfortable coming into this meeting saying that this year we would be at 69%. That's what I don't think the board is hearing.
That's not what I said.
We will manage these expenses.
So just like you're stating that a majority of the homeowners do not want events, well, the information the association is receiving is that they do. And so until such a time that a significant amount of the homeowners show up or put it in writing or provide information, that is all the information the association has.